In 2024, Hatsan released a few new AR rifles, and one of them is this Flash R QE, an updated version of their well-known budget-friendly Flash PCP rifle, and now Hatsan has taken it a step further by redesigning it and adding some impressive features and improvements. This one I'm holding is .25 caliber, and it's also available in .177 and 22 caliber. I've shot a lot of Hatsan rifles, but there are certain things about this one that really stood out to me. Well, I've spent a good amount of time with it, testing its accuracy, power, and how it performs in different shooting positions at various distances, and by the end of it, this thing became one of my absolute favorites. So let's break down its strengths and help you decide if the Flash R is the right fit for you. Is it worth your money? Whether you are into target shooting or thinking about using it for hunting, there is actually a lot to get into, so welcome back to Sports and Gadgets. And the real game changer that takes this rifle to the next level is definitely the built-in pressure regulator. It keeps the pressure steady at around 130 bar, making sure you get consistent muzzle velocity with every shot as long as the tank pressure remains above this level. This gives you more shots at consistent speeds. In 25 caliber, that means up to 50 consistent shots per field, which is especially important for long-range shooting, hunting, and competitions. In 25 caliber, the rifle hits up to 900 FPS and delivers up to 40 foot-pounds of energy. That's a solid power for hunting small to medium game like rabbits, raccoons, foxes, and even coyotes at close range. Think around 30 to 50 yards if you're hitting vital areas. For the velocity test, I used Hawkeye Thunder pellets weighing 33.95 grains. I decided to test heavier pellets since they have better penetration power and are more effective for hunting. So the results ranged from 650 to 795 FPS. I expected slightly higher speeds, but considering the heavy pellet weight as well as the regulator, which is definitely doing its job by keeping the shots consistent and might be slightly affecting the power, the overall performance is still respectable. The rifle shows pretty good stability and penetration, making it a reliable tool for hunting and pest control. If you're looking for higher FPS, lighter pellets will give you best results. Another big change is the cocking mechanism. Instead of using a bolt like in the previous model, you now cock the rifle with the side lever. I was really impressed with how effortless it is to pull the lever. There is barely any effort needed. The pull is incredibly light, around 8 pounds, and the lever moves so smoothly. It's soft and light in motion, which is great for quick reloading, but still feels solid and reliable. And as we are the official Hatsan dealer in the United States, follow the links in the description to grab this great AR rifle at the Sports and Gadgets online store, along with other AR guns and accessories, ammo and knives, exclusively at the Sports and Gadgets and Wearable for You online stores. Then I tested the rifle in different shooting positions, and here's what I found. From a seated position, it performed excellently. The rifle feels natural and comfortable, and aiming is very easy. Everything about it works smoothly and feels stable with no discomfort at all. When I tried it from a prone position, it was even better. Aiming felt so natural and the rifle's control was just flawless. The stability is top-notch and you can almost forget about everything else while you're shooting. Now, shooting from a standing position, I was able to nail 3 accurate shots in a row at over 30 yards. The rifle weighs in at about 7.5 pounds plus scope and pellets, which is fairly light overall. But after holding it up for a while, I did start to feel the strain. My arm started to shake, making it harder to keep the aim steady. Still, despite that, I was able to pull off those 3 precise shots at over 30 yards, which is pretty solid for standing freehand. And here is another huge advantage of this rifle, one of that might even be the main reason to choose it, and that's the fully shrouded quiet energy barrel. So this rifle's got that, and the thing is, it's genuinely quiet. I was honestly shocked when the first time I fired it. I've tested a lot of other Hatsan rifles with quiet energy barrels, and while they did reduce the noise, it wasn't as noticeable as with this one. Here, it's just incredible. The integrated sound moderator does a great job cutting down the noise by about 50%, which makes it perfect for backyard plinking or handling pests. So we measured the sound level and it came out to be around 74 dBA. Typically, PCP rifles in this category tend to produce sound levels of around 100 decibels. For the accuracy test, I used the same thunder pellets from Hawkeye. So at 30 yards, the rifle showed tight grouping with most shots landing close to the center. This indicates that the rifle can consistently maintain a steady group at medium range. At about 50 yards, the group started to spread out slightly, but this is actually expected as more factors come into play with increased distance. Still, the group remained fairly tight, with most shots landing close to the bullseye. The rifle continued to demonstrate solid accuracy at 50 yards. The Flash R comes with a fixed 215 cubic centimeter air cylinder, rated to 250 bar, and the pressure gauge is located at the end of the cylinder, which is pretty standard for most PCP rifles. To charge the rifle with compressed air, the Flash R is equipped with a quick fill nozzle that inserts into a port at the end of the cylinder. This setup makes it easy to connect to a high-pressure pump or compressor and fill the rifle quickly and easily. The new Hatsan Flash R uses a familiar thumbhole stock design made from durable, weather-resistant polymer materials. It's lightweight but built to withstand harsh environments, exactly what you would expect from Hatsan. This model takes it a step further with a more refined and ergonomic design, featuring sleek lines and modern aesthetic. The oval-shaped thumb hole fits comfortably in your hand, giving you a secure and steady grip. The ambidextrous grip itself is significantly improved, now shaped to fit the hand just perfectly. It's got a ripped texture with finger grooves that provide a solid, slip-resistant hold. I really appreciate how Hatsan has upgraded this part. It's also symmetrical, so it works just as well for both righties and lefties. The butt pad now has a more ergonomic curved shape that naturally follows the contours of your shoulder. They've also given the forearm an update, and now it has an ergonomic design with a noticeable angled cut. And honestly, I think this makes a big difference in how the gun handles. There is also a Monte Carlo cheek rest that's fixed in position, but you can still adjust the height of the butt pad by moving it up or down to get the stock position just right for better sight alignment. This setup is pretty practical and even has its own advantages, like reducing the rifle's weight and cost. The Hatsan Flash R comes with a two-stage adjustable quattro trigger, which is also one of the highlights of this rifle. The first stage is a light pull that helps you prepare for the shot, and the second is where the shot breaks. And it's fully adjustable. You can fine-tune the pull weight, the length of the first stage, and exactly where the shot breaks. The trigger itself is smooth and crisp, which really helps with consistent accuracy. The rifle comes with a combination Picatinny rail and 11mm dovetail on top, plus an additional Picatinny rail under the forearm. The setup makes it easy to customize the rifle by adding sights, scopes, or any other accessories you want. Another great feature is the anti-knock system. It stops any gas from being wasted if you accidentally bump or knock the gun. Basically, if the rifle takes a hit, the system ensures that the air stays where it should, so you don't lose any pressure and power. It's one of those things that one day might save your air supply during an unexpected bump. It's designed to give you a lot of flexibility right out the box, and it's priced just $299. For the money, it's really one of the best rifles out there. When you add up all the features I've just shown you, it's really hard to beat at this price. Sure, there are some other great options, but they're usually more expensive, louder or bulkier, so I feel like I found an ideal rifle. And the things that really impressed me were the quietness, the pressure regulator, the high effective shot count, and the quick airfeel. I'm genuinely impressed. But what do you think? How do you like it? Share your thoughts and impressions in the comments, and I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, stay tuned, and see you in the next video.